Oh, hey, Crystal121 here. I'm kind of bored. I don't really have anything to do. No one's posted up on YouTube yet, so there's no videos to watch. So I thought I would bring up some topics about the Charmers. Reason being the Charmers is because Infernities are kind of stale right now. They're until Level Chain actually is released. We won't really see too much impact on them. With discussion-wise, right now people are just probably trying to trade for them and get them real cheap, which is what a lot of people are going to do. Because Infernities will be hot for a little bit. That's why I was like, I'll wait a little bit because people are just gonna be stupid with it. And I know that, so I'll just stay out in Infernities for a little bit. I will post up a new how to play Infernities. That'll be the restart of Welcome to the Inferno. It'll be a revamp of me talking about Infernities as a whole, not as my deck, because a lot of things have changed. A lot of things have. But for now, let's just talk about Charmers, because Charmers, they're cute little girls, or petite women, whichever one you want to call it, whichever one gets you through the day. The Charmers are a old archetype that have been through the newest Charmer card that has been released. Let me pull it out for you. Is Familiar Promise Derek. This one. And this was released in Order of Chaos. Charmers have been slowly being released since, this is TLM. I forget what that was. Temple, Monument, whatever. But this is Dark Revelation 3. This one's from Dark Revelation 3. The original 4 elements are from TLM. And the cool thing about TLM is this one's 26, this one's 27, 28, and 29. And if you would look at the familiar possessed forms of each of them, this is just a little fun fact. Alright. Wayne the Wind Charmer. Familiar possessed Wayne. This one was EEN. No idea what that is. But this card number is 029. TLM 029. That's just a little fun fact. All of them have the exact same one. Unless it's Dark Revelations, which then it's T07. But the original is 027. Familiar Processita. EEN 208. TLM 028. They're all the same. Little fun fact there. At least the old ones are. The new one, this one's 33, that one's 27. So, yeah. We are missing 25. Because this one's 24. That one would have been 25. We'd have 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. But nope. Nope. They had to be difficult. And this one is in TDGS. No idea what that is. But I know this is the Shining Darkness. That's when the Light Charmer came out. But I know for a lot of people, they were just so happy that all of them got released. This is the newest Charmer. The newest one of the whole set is the Familiar Possessed Derek, which is from Order of Chaos. I think I had an Order of Chaos pack here. From this pack, for those of you that don't know. Order of Chaos. with number C39 Utopia Ray. But the deck itself has evolved. I'm pretty sure I wasn't around when they actually started playing, but if they were out in the flip format with all the spirits, I think they probably would have been pretty set, but I don't know how well they would have gone. I just don't really know. And there's not really that much record of that time period, so, I mean, unless you talk to someone like WK Dad or MCO4 that were there in that format and were very playing it and all that stuff, like going everywhere, then you might, but then there's still, I mean, they probably may or may not have. There's still that chance. But in the end, the Charmers are a fairly odd group of cards, because they are the only monsters, I believe, that keep control of a monster for more than a turn. Of course, it's only of the element. It can be any level, any rank, as long as it's the element. You can take control of it and keep it as long as it's face up on the field. So, there's quite a few things that could happen, quite a few things that should happen, and I just noticed something. They shrunk the text, like they did in all the cards. Right, this it has a beginning of a third line. These are just two. Yeah, they reworded it. Take control of one light monster your opponent controls, while this card remains face up on the field. Take control of one fire monster your opponent on your opponent's side of the field, as long as this card remains face up on the field. So, yeah, they reworded it, but it's the same effect. But the Charmers are a yeah, I've been talking about nothing. It's also, if you want a deck to play that's that has a major learning curve, this is definitely it. Now, will it be able to be meta that's maybe now, because of how the meta is going, it's going towards one element decks, where last format it was more of a chaos variance, where you wouldn't be able to focus on that and you'll be able to do some other stuff to stop you. Of course, I mean, Charmers are easy to beat in the end as well, if you don't play them smart, which it's really hard to, because it's like you gotta take risks, and it's like you play defensively, then when your opponent goes off, the next turn you go off. So you basically gotta be able to protect your monsters from your opponent and make sure that you have the monsters that you need. Make sure you have the right element for their monster. So there are a few things that it's nice to know. As being one day apiece, it's not guaranteed that your opponent will not attack. It makes it so that your opponent will, is it worth destroying the monster? What deck are they playing? Is it worth finding out what deck they're playing? Do I want to risk attacking to a high defense monster, since I won't take any battle damage or anything like that? And I will say this much. People that say in a deck like this, you want to run Mirror Force. You want to run Mass Mirror Force, Mass Deep Prison. I say this much. Run Waboku. The reason why you want to run Waboku in a deck like this is, one, your monsters can't be destroyed by battle. Yes, your opponent doesn't lose anything. You may go -1 because you have to activate the card, so you automatically are -1. But in the end, instead of your opponent going 1/1 with activating a Judgment or a Dark Bride, which you would go +1 with a Dark Bride, but it's more advantage for you to have the Wobbuffet and activate it and go -1 and keep your monsters on the field. And who knows? You attack, or they attack, activate Wobbuffet. They say, hey, alright, I'll continue the attack. They attack, flip the monster stays, effect goes off, take control of their monster. Whoa! But Wobbuffet, just the odds of it being negated are very, very slim. So you're basically guaranteed to activate your Wobbuffet. They're just like, okay, I'll just wait a turn. Then the turn that they wait, you take their monster, they can't do shit, and you take field advantage, plus more likely life point advantage because you haven't taken any damage yet. I mean, then you could go, you can make your opponent go -1 and you stay the same because you would use your Charmer with your Familiar Possessed to send them to the grave after you attack if it's more beneficial for you to attack with their monster. Send them to the grave, you're supposed to summon your Familiar Possessed. And if they activate Bottomless on it, guess what? You just went -2 and, well, really it balances out, but it's like you got rid of their Bottomless Trap Hole and their monster. So you can safely, or Warning or whatever, you can safely like play this, Seed Summon, go for Alchemist Magician, go for Utopia, go for Photon Butterfly. That's another card I want to talk about. Photon Assassin, Photon Penetrative. This card is better than Zen Mighties and Wind Up Zen Mania or whatever the level 4 is that flips monsters face down. This is better because it flips it, gets it at -600 attack, so you're going to be at 0 attack with your Charmers, but you get the effect right off the bat. So you don't have to wait for spells, you don't have to wait for anything. You can just go Photon and use your monster effects. So that's why I got another one. Utopia is a very good card to have, and another card that's fun to use sometimes. I mean, it's not really practical, but it's fun to use. I just gotta find it. It's in a stack somewhere around here. A bunch of cards are gonna fall. Just hope it's in this. Alright, that's not it, not it. It's in here. Yes. Terabyte. This card's fun to use. Just because you have all the... You're going to be running 10 level 3s. And they're going to be in defense mode, and with at least 2 back row, and your opponent's going to be like, do I want to attack into 2 back row with a face-down monster? They might be protecting something, they might not. But it's just fun, because it's like you're just going to be able to get your Charmers out. If your opponent's playing a little defensively, and it's like, I don't know what he has, you go out, Terabyte. I mean, yeah, it's if you could use one of the, especially like this, you flip summon all your Charmers. If any of them go off, you probably won't use Terabyte. You'll probably try to figure out a way to seed with their monster, like you would do with a Mind Control or a Creature Swap. Well, not really a Creature Swap, because Creature Swap stays like this, like these, except for it stays permanently until it's destroyed, where this is until one of these is destroyed. Which you would think Creature Swap would be good in this deck, but it's really not as good as you would think, because yes, it's okay, but I mean, maybe playing one of it was okay, but it all depends on what you want to focus on. If you want to focus on taking your opponent's monsters, yeah, I would run 3 Creature Swaps with these, because you flip summon it and attack them with 500 attack, activate Creature Swap, take their big monster. But one thing I like about these is you get to take one. You get to choose which one you want. That's why I like these better. You get to choose. It's like they have their big 8-star Synchro Monster or rank 8 Synchro Monster. Then they have their little level 4 monster they have with 1800 attack where you get a 25 or a 3000 and you're like, I'll take the big one. It's obvious. But yeah, Charmers, they're a fun deck to use. They may be competitive once I fix the deck. Well, it's not really fixed the deck. Once I finish making the deck, it may be competitive. It may not be. Either way, I don't really care because it's a fun deck. If it is competitive, yay! It's competitive for a format. But it'll be squashed by Chaos. Which Chaos variants are still out there. I mean, Dragons, oh my god. Unless you use Dare to take control of their Red Ice Darkness Metal, you're going to be in a world of hurt. And I mean, they just have their base level monsters with high attack, so you can be really cautious with that. And Rabbit with their 19 normal monsters, and oh my god, it's so annoying. But that's why you run a Fat Veiler and Mat C, and I mean, you don't really have that much room to run like Warning, Solemn, or Warning or Judgment, or Bottomless for that matter. You don't really have the room. I mean, in my DN deck, I'm already at 44 cards, and I really want to make it go down to 40. But it's just like, what do I take out? So it's Crystalline 21. Tell me what you guys think about Charmers. Tell me if you've ever thought about making a Charmer deck. And if you have, tell me what kind of deck it was. I've been doing a lot of research, and people have been playing it really differently. And I think they're missing the point when it comes to Charmers. And I think I've gotten it down. I mean, especially with the new spell book cards. Those cards are nice to use. I will say that much. They are very nice. So yeah, this is Crystalline 21. Peace.